Welcome to CARICOMP Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
A finance worker in Hong Kong sat in a video call with his chief financial officer and several colleagues. He followed their instructions and wired about $25 million. Every single person on that call was fake. Every face, every voice, generated by AI. That wasn't a movie plot. It happened in 2024. And it's one case among thousands. Between 2022 and 2023, according to research from the financial services firm Fourth Line, deepfake fraud surged by 3,000%. Not 30%, not 300, 3,000. If you've ever been on a video call, a work meeting, a doctor's appointment, a chat with your kid's teacher, this story is about you. Your face and voice are no longer proof that you're you. The broader picture is this. Deepfakes have quietly become an operational crisis on three separate fronts at the same time. They're destabilizing elections, supercharging financial fraud, and overwhelming the people whose job it is to figure out what's real. Investigators, prosecutors, and compliance teams are all staring at the same question. When anyone can fabricate convincing video and audio for almost nothing, how do you prove what actually happened? Start with elections. According to reporting from AI Certs News, researchers tracked 82 high-profile deepfake impersonations across 38 countries in just 1 year, from July 2023 to July 2024. These weren't crude fakes that anyone could spot. They were realistic enough to fool newsrooms. Realistic enough to fool voters scrolling on their phones. And the majority of American adults, about 6 in 10, now expect synthetic lies to get worse before ballots are cast in 2026. That expectation alone does damage. Once people assume any video could be fake, they start doubting real footage too. Trust erodes in both directions. The tools to make these fakes are cheap and cloud-based. A solo operator with a laptop can generate a clip of a candidate saying something they never said. A local news station doesn't have a forensic AI lab to check it. Neither does the average voter. So the fake spreads, gets shared, gets screenshot, and by the time someone debunks it, the damage is already baked in. Now shift to financial fraud. That Hong Kong case wasn't an outlier. Deepfake-enabled scams have moved from a theoretical risk to a daily operational reality in banking and fintech. Criminals use synthetic faces to pass identity verification during account signups. They clone executives, voices to authorize wire transfers. They build entire fake video meetings, like that Hong Kong call, to manipulate employees into moving money. According to Corporate Compliance Insights, starting in January 2026, boards of directors must now include deepfake schemes in their regulatory disclosures. Social engineering, business email compromise, and synthetic media fraud all have to be reported at the board level. That's not a suggestion, it's a mandate. For companies, that changes how they report risk. For you, it means the voice on the phone asking to verify your account might not belong to anyone real. The third front is the one that ties the other two together, and it's the one getting the least attention. Investigators and forensic examiners are drowning. NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, has directly evaluated deepfake detection systems. According to findings reviewed by LCG Discovery, those evaluations revealed serious challenges with robustness. Detection tools that work on one generation method often fail on the next. The fakes keep evolving, and the detectors struggle to keep up. Meanwhile, many organizations still treat images, recordings, and message exports as if they're self-authenticating. They look at a video and assume it shows what it appears to show. That assumption was already shaky. Now it's dangerous. Modern detection systems do exist. According to researchers surveyed by Uncove AI, forensic AI platforms look for subtle artifacts that synthetic media leaves behind. Tiny inconsistencies in skin texture, unnatural blinking patterns, lighting that doesn't quite match. And one finding stands out. Analyzing audio and video together, what researchers call multimodal cross-verification, significantly outperforms checking just one channel alone. But those tools aren't standard issue. A solo investigator working a fraud case or a political disinformation complaint often doesn't have access to forensic-grade software. They're left manually comparing faces, spending hours on a single piece of evidence, and hoping their conclusion survives cross-examination. Courts are already grappling with this. According to analysis from the law firm Kennedy's, AI-generated and AI-manipulated evidence is landing on court dockets right now. The admissibility question isn't hypothetical anymore. It's on the calendar. The law hasn't caught up. Prosecutors are still forced to apply a patchwork of laws written before I could generate a human face from scratch. And the deepfake problem isn't just that fakes are getting better. It's that real evidence is getting harder to trust because anyone accused of something on video can now claim the footage was fabricated. So, 3 fronts. Elections, where synthetic clips spread faster than anyone can debunk them. Financial fraud, where a cloned face or voice can move millions of dollars in minutes. And the investigative pipeline itself, where the people responsible for separating real from fake don't yet have reliable, affordable, court-ready tools to do it. This isn't a problem that lives inside a lab or a government agency. Your face is already in systems you never signed up for. Your voice has been recorded on calls you've forgotten about. Whether you investigate fraud for a living or just unlock your phone with your face every morning, the line between real and synthetic is thinner than it's ever been. The full story's in the description if you want the deep dive.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.